So now that the tank has been filled up again, I added about a cap full of this tea tree oil in the tank. I don't know. It's about, I'm gonna guess, a good 50 drops plus, which is perfect. You know, I'm trying this out. These are new, some of these are new fish. Some of these are fish that have had tea tree oil in their tank before, but most of these are fish, you know, that have never. I'm guessing they've never experienced tea tree oil, and tea tree oil is a very powerful oil chemical. No, it's not a chemical. It's element. No, it's, let's just say oil, because it's very powerful and it's very natural too. And it's not a drug, it's not a toxin, it's nothing that's manufactured or anything. It's all natural. And so if you've seen, or if you notice, a lot of the fish are starting to flash, like a lot of them. This is, you know, a lot of you, including myself, can be and are concerned. I'm concerned a little, but I know that it's good, because I know the moment they start flashing, they're itching. Why are they itching? Well, because the parasites in their gills or inside their intestines or on their scales or wherever they are, the parasites are reacting to this medication. I hate that word. Not in this case. I don't want to use it here in this case, because it's not medication. It's a natural treatment. But a lot of the fish are starting to flash, and because the parasites feel, you know, they can feel the change in their environment, and the fact that, hey, whoa, we got something here that's going to kill us. You know, it's not working out too well. So the fish are flashing a lot because of that, which is a good thing, because you know it's working. You know the parasites are reacting to it. And you know they're, unfortunately, they're messing up with the fish. They're making the fish uncomfortable. So the fish are starting to scratch, and it's a good thing. Unfortunately, in the past, I've had, you know, the 2 or 3 times that I've used tea tree oil, I've been so far along in the aquarium disease or whatever. And let me pause there. Aquarium disease usually happens in the winter or spring months, because that's when there are more parasites in the air, more pathogens of all sorts. You know, you got pollen and windy season, and so the winds pick up in spring and fall, and so you got tons of stuff, nasty things all over in the air, and a lot of it does make it to your aquarium. Most aquariums, I would say, I have no clue, but I'm gonna guess like a good 70-80% of aquariums. So it's a good chance that you have something. However, your fish are very strong. They have thick slime coats, and if you keep them healthy, they will not be susceptible. They will not fall to disease. But if they're stressing out, and my fish were stressing out during my move. So that's, I'm almost certain that that's what caused the whole you know, fish starting to get sick. So yeah, if their slime coat is you know, suffering and all that, they're gonna get sick. So be careful during the spring and autumn months, because your fish will be more prone to this kind of stuff. Sorry. But going back to tea tree oil. Yeah, I will add this. I lost where I was, but anyway, I will add this for about a good 3 or 4 weeks. Parasites usually have a cycle of about 25-30 days, if I remember well. But if you raise the temperature, and I did, of course, their life cycle will be shorter. And they will lay eggs, and the eggs will stay incubated for a good solid week or so. Especially if the eggs sense some kind of chemical in the water, and they will. So they will stay incubated for an additional few days to a week or whatever. And when you add medication, you may add medication for 2-3 weeks and think you'll see nothing, and you think your fish are great, but then the eggs have not hatched because they know there's a toxin there. They know there's a poison in the water, so they'll wait. They will literally wait to hatch until after the poison's gone, and so you won't be able to get rid of the parasite infestation. With tea tree oil, because it's natural, it doesn't cause the eggs to realize that there's something wrong in the water, and so because it's natural, so the eggs will go ahead and hatch, and life will go as normal for the parasites. But then, as soon as they hatch, if you keep the dosing and everything, even after you change your water, the parasite larvae, or whatever you call them, they'll die. And yeah, so you have a better chance of getting rid of your parasite infestation with tea tree oil. Remember, money makers / i.e. companies will not tell you certain things, or will design their product to do a certain thing up to a certain point in order to get you to buy more. Keep that in mind. So most chemicals and stuff, they'll say, oh yeah, treat for 3 weeks or whatever, just enough to give a chance for the disease to come back later on. And so now you're hooked on buying treatment. I'm not going to say most, some aquariums, some fish communities will be able to get rid of the disease, but that's when they're very strong, and the keeper knows what he or she is doing. Apparently I don't, because my fish are sick. I thought I did, but I don't know what's going on. Just working and all that, and I blame myself. But anyway, so please keep in mind, don't use chemicals. Use natural things. Fish are animals. They live in the environment. I'm sure the environment, Mother Nature, takes care of parasites one way or another. She does. I mean, parasites are parasites, but then, there are still fish out there. Somehow, parasites haven't taken over fish, so there's something holding parasites back. We need to find out what it is, and it could be something as simple as tea tree oil. Like tea leaves or whatever kind of tree that is, they fall into the water. Or I've also heard, people talk about pine needles, or some kind of amazing plant that gets into the water, and the water can be free of parasites or whatever. Or maybe even Daphnia, they eat small things, so maybe they can eat the parasites. That's actually a good idea. I should invest in Daphnia, but then they'll get sucked into the filter, and I don't want that. But yeah. So think nature, think natural. Don't fall for the manufactured things. It's all about nature. Anyway, people, that's it for now. I will stop talking. Later.